up front and spending number 1 draft picks 3 out of the last 4 years. Tyron Smith, who's a beast. Travis Frederick in the middle. Zach Martin this year instead of Johnny Manziel. And especially that Frederick pick, Jerry Jones, the Cowboys got a lot of flack for, that's so boring. Why are you doing that? But no, these guys are mauling up front, getting Tony Romo, protection, running the ball down people's throats, controlling the clock, and that's how you win. And it's very underrated.
I can totally dig it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't really have an argument with that.
And then you see teams like my own Minnesota Vikings, Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, Oakland. What's the thing they all have in common? Shaky to terrible offensive line play. And the results speak for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I would definitely also add to that special teams play. Mm-hmm. I think that we undervalue special team players in the league, and they are so often people who do change the outcome of the game. And these things happen on special teams.
Just because you're so cool with the best punter in history with Shane Leckler.
Well, I can't help it. Shane Leckler wanted to play for my team, and he wanted to come home to Houston.
Dude's badass.
Yes, he is. He is. He's also an Aggie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you knew that.
Did he play quarterback in Texas A&M?
He did play quarterback, but not at A&M.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's kind of a badass. But, I mean, it's not even him. I just noticed the Texans had Joe Marciano for 11 years, and now we have a new Ligashevsky. Bob Ligashevsky is the special teams coordinator. And just seeing how differently they operate. They're not great this year. They're shaky on special teams in many regards, but just seeing those old mistakes that were made over and over and over again and seeing new mistakes come up, but just the impact that has on the outcome of a game. You can pretty much count on a 7-point, either way, either direction, 7 points being attributable to a special teams play. And it's just a fascinating part of the game to watch for me. And I know everybody hates punters and kickers, and they're not like real people, but they are. And I think that they add a lot to the game that a lot of people overlook. That's all.
Oh, I agree. And Zimmer, after the game, to bring it back to the Vikings, as I'm apt to do,
yes,
was ripping some special teams ass because field position is important. Field position was one of the reasons why Tampa was still in that game and had a chance to win at the end.
Right.
Jeff Locke had a number of punts that could have been down inside the 5, but instead miscues either on his part or the coverage team. They go through the end zone, they get the ball at 20 instead of at the 4.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Right. It makes a huge difference. I mean, field position is everything.
Yep.
And special teams has such a huge impact on that I think that we undervalue it.
I concur. Last underrated to close up so we can get to our picks real quick. Thin crust pizza.
Oh.
Everyone talks about deep dish and all the Chicago. You got to try our deep dish pizza because people from Chicago are awesome. Dick, yeah.
Oh.
No, because deep dish pizza is very good, except it's more of a casserole. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
basically a pepperoni pot pie. It's a PPP.
Yeah.
I know you don't like PPR. You probably don't like PPP either. Pepperoni pot pie.
Ooh, I would like that.
Yeah. It does sound good, except it takes like an hour and a half to bake. But thin crust pizza, New York style pizza where you like fold it up, that's fantastic.
It is. I'm a bigger fan of the thin crust pizza. But now if the crust is something particularly delicious, I can't appreciate a thicker crust.
Mm.
Like if it's, I don't know, seasoned better, or if it holds things, if the texture's right. I don't know. Because sometimes those thin crust ones, they get too floppy. And I don't like floppy pizza.
Is this the straight white female coming out? Don't like floppy pizza?
I guess. I don't know. But when I lived in California, all the pizza everywhere was floppy. And I don't like floppy.
Well, it's because of the stupid California Pizza Kitchen taking over CPK.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
All right. We're up against the clock because we had too much show. We had too much nonsense going on, too much cake talk, too much pizza talk. But it is okay. I actually enjoyed this. This is the most delightful you've ever been, Claire.
Really? So am I usually just a horrible person?
Your words, not mine. All right. So unfortunately, in the pick'em, I lost some ground. I'm currently at 67 and 53. Claire has a 6-game lead at 73 and 47. Still with the Monday night game to go, except we both picked Dallas. Nick filled in, was a guest picker last week. He went 7-7. He also has Dallas in the Monday night game. A couple of games we differed on. I picked San Diego. You picked Denver. We all know what happened. I picked the Jets at home. You picked Buffalo. We all know what happened. Mm-hmm. I picked Baltimore to win on the road. You picked Cincinnati at home. We all know what happened. Stupid Steve Smith and his offensive pass interference. I picked Seattle on the road. Hello. You picked Carolina at home. Sucker.
Well.
But yeah, my cockiness shouldn't be out there because I picked Minnesota on the road. You picked Tampa. I won there. I picked Tennessee at home.
Yeah, you did.
Not so much. And I also picked Jacksonville at home versus Miami. Also, not so much. And I think Blake Bortles just threw another pick six.
Oh, man.
So many pick sixes.
All the pick sixes.
Miami's defense ain't even that good.
No, they're really not.
All right, so you have a 6-game lead. We're at the little bit over the halfway point, or we're actually exactly at the halfway point, week 9. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts so far, Claire? It's getting kind of close. You got to be a little worried because I'm breathing down your neck. I'm coming.
I just haven't cinched you that close where it's going to make a difference either way.
I'm going to circle the wagons. I'm going to get a posse together. We're going to hunt you down like the end of Tombstone style. I am Wyatt Earp. I am Doc Holliday. I am the other guy. I am the fourth guy as well. We're coming for you, Tombstone style.
No, you're not.
You ever seen Tombstone?
I think so.
It's a good movie.
I'm not a big fan of Westerns.
Damn it, now I have to watch that now. I guess that fits in with our tangenty theme for the day. But week 9, 6 teams are on bye, so a lesser or fewer games. But Thursday night foosball, we got the Saints on the short week, coming off Sunday Night Football win at home versus the Packers. They're on the road at North Carolina, taking on the Panthers. Who you got? Also, hand to God, I got my picks already locked in, so there's no advantage either way. Claire, who you got?
I'm going with the Saints.
You're going with the Saints. Why?
I don't know. They're not that good on the road, but I think that they are going to be back on the right track after beating Green Bay this past week. And you know, when things start clicking for them, they click well. And I think the Saints have started off a few seasons, started to look like a train wreck and cleaned it up. And I think they can do that again this year.
All right, I'm taking Carolina at home. Jonathan Stewart had a nice game in the loss versus Seattle. He looks young and healthy again. D'Angelo Williams might be coming back as well. I know that the Carolina running back has always been like a punchline when it comes to fantasy, but in real football, I think it might help. Rob Ryan is not long for this world as a defense coordinator. I think with Stewart, with D'Angelo Williams, with Cam running the ball, I think they'll be able to control the clock and grind out a win Thursday night. Booyah. All right, so that's one game in the 10. I'm only down 5. Tampa at Cleveland. I think we know what's happening here.
Yeah, I'm on Cleveland.
Yeah, I got the Browns as well. Tampa's garbage. Arizona at Dallas, a sneaky great matchup in the early games. Who you got, Claire?
This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really hard one. The Cardinals are firing on all cylinders, really. Carson Palmer looks good. Their defense is looking strong.
Michael Floyd did not look good on Sunday.
No, he did not. But, man, I'm going to go, I guess, with the Cowboys at home. Mm-hmm. But really just because they're at home. I think the Cardinals could easily win this game.
I have Arizona on the road. I think they come in and give Dallas their second loss of the season. I know we're recording on Monday, so Monday Night Football hasn't happened yet, but Washington's not beating Dallas. Dallas is going to come into this game 7-1, Arizona 6-1, and they're going to leave 7-1. So Arizona coming in, getting the win at Dallas, a rematch of an old NFC East rivalry, which is ridiculous to think that the Arizona Phoenix Cardinals used to be in the NFC East.
Right.
Yeah.
That's America for you.
Also, another tangent. This is the Rod Tidwell Bowl. Remember Jerry Maguire?
Yeah.
This is that game.
Oh, my God. That's funny, though. that you remembered that. How did you remember that? What made you think of that?
I don't know. I think it's because You Complete Me is one of the sound drops on the other show.
Uh-huh.
So I always got Jerry Maguire right in my face. And also, it makes me laugh because back in the day, a top-tier wide receiver money for Rod Tebow was 4 years, $11 million, and now I kind of scoff.
Yeah, that sounds like a nice, cute little world that they lived in.
Yeah. Eagles at your Texans, the Connor Barwin Bowl.
And D'Amico Ryans.
And D'Amico Ryan.
That's a big one. That one hurt way worse.
Soon to be Nick Foles Bowl because he's coming to the Texans next year.
No, he's not.
It'd be awesome if he did.
Oh, shut up.
He's a Texas boy.
I need new. I need young and unjaded. Anyway.
Wait, is this the straight white female talking again?
Well, yeah, that too.
Young and unjaded.
Yeah,
You're such a
too.
sinner. Stealing from the cradle, they say.
Well,
All right.
I'm actually gonna go with the Eagles on this one. I think that the Texans lose. Yep.
This is crap because I finally thought that I was going to do you a nice thing and pick the Texans, except now you disagree with me. So I have the Texans winning at home.
The Eagles are a good team.
The Eagles are a good team. They're different on the road. Their defense is still kind of eh. I think Namaste can get a little loose on them. And I actually thought I was doing you a favor by picking Houston.
So you had expectations for me, and you didn't tell me what the expectations were, but I didn't meet them, and so now you're upset that
I did. This is the double blind thing working. So when Arian Foster gets loose for 4 touchdowns and just jams the dagger in Chip Kelly's heart in the heart of Texas or the heart of East Texas, whatever, you're gonna be like, yay, and then you're gonna die a little inside knowing that I gained a point in our pick'em contest.
It'll be okay. I'll live. The game will go on. And you know what? I'll be stoked because my team won. But I logically just don't see it happening.
Jets at Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
I got the Chiefs, too. Michael Vick announced as a starter for Sunday. This is going to be a bloodbath.
It doesn't even matter.
Jacksonville at Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's sorry, Gus. San Diego at Miami.
San Diego.
I got Miami at home.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean, okay? How dare you mock my picks? I am a respected member of this community. I drive a Dodge Stratus.
Oh, that surprises me. I wouldn't have imagined that.
Actually, not really. I drive a Camry hybrid because I'm a Asian hippie liberal. Or not really. Washington at Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Damn straight. I got Minnesota as well. Like there was even a doubt. 4-5, still alive into the bye. Things are looking up. 2014 Teddy time. Anthony Barr. St. Louis at San Francisco. First of the late games.
Okay. San Francisco. They're not gonna let what happened happen again.
Yeah, probably. Oh, they're not gonna tie. You mean?
No.
All right. I got San Francisco at home as well. Denver at New England in a sneaky, awesome midseason matchup.
This is going to be a good game. And they're at New England, and I think it means a lot to both QBs, but I think it's going to mean more to Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with the Patriots.
Ooh, juicy, because we disagree. I think Peyton and that new Broncos defense with Von Miller not suspended and DeMarcus Ware coming off the edge, it's just ridiculous. And then Aqib Talib, TJ Ward on the back end. I think they're doing work there a lot better. I think they're going to steamroll to the Super Bowl where eventually they'll lose to the Dallas Fighting Cowboys.
What?
Oakland at Seattle.
Seattle. Really?
No, just kidding. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. Ooh.
I'm going with Steelers.
Steelers as well. Already talked about that one. And Monday Night Football. Dun, 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 dun. Indianapolis at the New York Giants. Who you got?
Indy.
I got the Giants at home. I think there was finally a chink shown in the Colts defense. I think Eli Manning come out the bye and get a little loose, and we'll see. All right, so we disagree on a number ones. I'm not sure if it's enough to catch up, but we're almost out of time. We got about 5 minutes. So, Claire, what do you want to talk about? What are we bringing this home with?
Put me on the spot, why don't you? Let's see. What is